Expert system is an artificial intelligence technique which is not involved with machine learning. So the purpose of an expert system is to prove the truth or not the truth of an hypothesis based on facts and expertise rules, or to deduce new knowledge, new facts from facts and rules. So let's see an example. For example, in the real life, a doctor, which is the expert, has some knowledge. It's medical knowledge acquired during its training in the school. And with this knowledge and the facts that it can observe to the patients, for example, the patient's symptom, the physiological data, temperature and pressure, all the facts that it can see, it will deduce a diagnosis. And we want a computer to do automatically this, the process used by the doctor to look at some facts and use its knowledge to deduce a diagnosis. And the program which is able to do this automatically is called an expert system. So expert system is based on a branch of mathematics which name is logic. And the logic will use this rule here that we call a modus ponens, which is a Latin word. And modus ponens says that if you have a proposition P, a fact, and if you say if P is true, then we can deduce that Q is true too. And if we know that P is true, then we can deduce that Q is true. With this fact, P is true, and this rule, if P is true, then Q is true, we can deduce a new fact that Q is true too. This is what we call a modus ponens, and it is the base of expert system. So, in an expert system, we have three main components. We have the rule base, all the knowledge of the expert. We have the fact base, all the facts that we can observe and that we will use with a rule to deduce new knowledge, and the inference engine, which is a program which will use both base, the rule base and the fact base, to deduce or to prove new facts. Okay, so the rule base is a set of rules representing the expert's knowledge. So these rules are written like this. We have if conditions. So if all the conditions here are true, then we can deduce new knowledge. So the conditions here, between the if and the then, are called premise. The condition can be multiple. If we have a lot of conditions, they are separated by a and all the conditions must be true to deduce that this condition is true. And if this condition is true, only in this condition we can deduce the new fact. So let's see this example. Here we have three rules on the base. The first rule says for animals that if an animal eats meat, then we can, if this is true, then we can deduce that this animal is a carnivore. Here we have a composed rule, because we have two parts separated by and. So both must be true to deduce that this condition is true. If the animal is carnivore, and if this animal is a fish, then we can deduce that this animal is a shark. And here is a third example of rule. If the number of legs of the animal equal to, if this is true, then the animal is a bird. Now the fact base, all the knowledge that can be used as a premise for a rule. This is what we call a fact. So as input, we have the knowledge provided by the user via the user interface. So through this user interface, the user will give some facts, and this fact will be stored in the fact base. Which kind of facts? But it can be facts like, for example, for the doctor, all the physiological data that it can observe on the patient, like a pressure, temperature, and so on. So this knowledge will be added in the fact base, and when we will use the expert system will deduce new knowledge, and this new knowledge deduced from the application of some rules. This new knowledge will be added to the fact base. So first, at the beginning, we have these two facts as input. So the user say to the system that the animal is a fish and the animal eat meat. This is the input, the very first facts in the base. But when we will apply this rule, because we know that the animal eat meat, we can add this new fact too. We can add the fact that the animal is a carnivore. So this new fact is added to the fact base thanks to the rule if it meets then carnivore. And because now we have 1, 2, and 3 facts in this fact base, we have this one and this one, so we can deduce, this one and this one, so we can deduce a new fact, the fact that this animal is a shark. So at the end, we have 4 facts in the fact base. The inference engine is a software. The role of this software is to select and apply rules to deduce new facts. And when the goal that we want to reach is found, the advantage is the inference engine can describe all the set of rules that we are used to from the initial fact to deduce, to arrive to the goal. So an expert system can explain its reasoning. So we have 2 ways to use an inference engine. We have forward chaining and backward chaining. Let's see this in detail. So the forward chaining is that for each rule, we check whether it can be applied from the fact base. If it can be applied, we apply this, deduce new fact, add this new fact in the fact base, and repeat this process until we reach the point we want to establish, for example, to prove that this animal is a lion, for example, or until we can no longer apply a rule we have. We can't apply a new rule to deduce new facts. So let's see this example. Here in orange, we have the initial facts. We know that this animal eats meat, that it has a claw, and it has a mane, fur around the head. So with these 3 facts and these 8 rules, with rule number 1 here on this fact, we can deduce that this animal is carnivore. So this fact will be added to the fact base. Now, with the rule number 2, because we have claw, which is true, and carnivore, which is true, we can deduce that this animal is a feline. So we can add this new fact on the fact base. And with the rule number 3, because the animal is a feline and it has a mane, which is true, so we can deduce that this animal is a lion. Okay, so this is forward chaining. Now backward chaining. This time we start from the goal. For here, we want to ask the system to prove if this animal is a lion or not. So the system will try to prove that this animal is a lion, and if it doesn't succeed to prove that it is a lion, it means that it is not a lion. So we want to prove this. So we start from the goal here, and we search for a rule to achieve this goal. So here we search for among the 8 rules, which one has lion as a conclusion. So this one, the rule number 3, has lion as a conclusion. So to prove that this animal is a lion, we must prove that it has a mane and it is a feline. It has a mane. This information is on the fact base, so this is true. Now, to prove that this animal is a feline, because we don't have this information in the fact base, we search here on the rule base a rule which has feline as a conclusion. So this is rule number 2 here. So we have to prove, to deduce that this animal is a feline, we have to prove that it is a carnivore and it has a claw. Claw is true. We have this in our fact base, but we must prove that this animal is a carnivore. And the same, we search for a rule which has carnivore as a conclusion. So the good candidate is a rule number 1, which means that if you want to prove that it is a carnivore, you just have to prove that it eats meat. And we have this information. So everything is true. So it is true that the animal is a lion. This is the backward chaining. So the advantage of expert system technique is that it is easy. One of these advantages is that it is easy to update rules on fact database. Both are only can be only represented by text files. So you want to add a rule, you just have to edit a text file and add a rule like this. You put a new rule, or the same for the facts. It's easy to add new facts. So it's very easy to update. If we compare to neural network, for example, if you want to add information, new data to the training, you have to redo the training. And training a neural network is something which requires a lot of computation. But here it's very easy. You just edit the files, and you add new lines. Another big advantage is that here the inference engine, which is a program which processes the rules and processes the facts to deduce new knowledge, it is a general program. I mean, it doesn't depend on which kind of rules or which kind of facts you are using. So with the same inference engine, you can program, you can have an expert system about biology, just we have seen just before, or in expert system in medicine or so on, with exactly the same program. You just have to change the rules and change the fact, but not the program. Another big advantage of expert system is that they can explain the reason why they propose a solution. For example, here, we can ask to the here or here. In both cases, we can say, how do you deduce that this animal is a lion? You can say, I deduce with this rule, and this rule, and we have a good explanation. This is to compare to the neural network, because in a neural network, it's just like a black box. You give some input, you receive at the end some output, but you can't understand how your experts or how your neural network deduce this conclusion from the input. You have no explanation. Another advantage is that if you want to write rules to put in your rule base, it's an important job in a company to capitalize the knowledge of a company and write them as rules. So it forces the expert to give their knowledge, to write their knowledge, to be able to write them as rules. Because if you do this, the knowledge is not only in the head of some engineer, but it can be shared with a lot of people in the same company. But it is the disadvantage too, because the most difficult part in an expert system is not writing the program, because an inference engine is a program which is not very difficult to program. But the most difficult part is to gather the expertise of the expert in order to create the rule base. So creating the rule base is something which is very, very difficult. Difficult because often the human, the expert, know how to do something, but they don't necessarily know how they do this and why they do this. They do this by instinct. They have no. It's difficult for them to explain to exactly detail how do they deduce some information from some knowledge. And this is what we need to write rules. Here are some examples of use of expert system in the industry. So as you can see, it has been used for identification of chemical constituent, for bacterial identification, and so on. And here, the SACHEM project, I had the opportunity 30 years ago. I had the opportunity to write on this big project, which is the goal is to control what we call a blast furnace. You put iron on your coke and you get hot metal here, and driving this, controlling this big industrial engine is something which is very, very difficult, and we use expert system to help